Hey everyone, this is Scott from Forgot to Grow Up. Welcome to our first video of our ReWatching Legion series. Today I'm going to be talking about Season 1, Chapter 1, the pilot episode. So in this series I'm just going to be rewatching each of the episodes of Legion and then just making a quick video, sharing my general thoughts after having rewatched each episode. So yeah, today's going to be the first episode, Chapter 1, the episode that got us all hooked on Legion right away. At least I did. I know when I first watched the show, as soon as I watched this first episode, the weirdness, the all over the placeness of it, the mystery of it, I just loved it and I got really invested into it right away. And so on this rewatch, it's just, you're just getting those kind of flashes of that memory of the first time you watched it. It's my only second time watching the Legion series, so I'm really enjoying kind of like trying to put things back into my own place. I'm kind of like David at this moment where I'm like, I thought I remembered things differently. Like Lenny, for example, in this episode, I thought she wasn't supposed to be a real person, or she was supposed to be a dude who was. That's the thing I'm ready to rediscover in this season through this rewatch. So yeah, that's what a lot of these videos are going to be about. Is pretty much me re-remembering things that happened in this in each episode. But this pilot episode is mainly about introducing us to David and trying to get us into his mindset, see how kind of confusing it is to live the life of David. And that's what this, I think that's the art of this show really, is that this show does a great job of kind of putting you really into the mind of the character. You don't know, you're as confused as he is about which one of these is the present and actual reality and what's going on in just his head and what stuff he's imagining. And it's just I just love it. And so rewatching it's really interesting to try and put the pieces together. Even though I already know 2 seasons worth of this show, I'm still trying to put stuff together, like I said, with the Lenny thing. But it still was really interesting. I really liked rewatching this introduction to David and all the characters, and just kind of seeing. I didn't realize from my memory. I didn't remember we saw so much of the yellow-eyed demon in this episode. I thought it was a little bit more like hidden in a sense, but they should have shown him a lot more than I remember. So that was an interesting thing that I picked up on. Like I said, I already mentioned Lenny, how Lenny was a character that I thought they kept like this episode, like the whole Lenny storyline is a little confusing to me in the first season. So that's why I'm really excited to rediscover it, because I thought she was an imaginary person, and that's why that created David's head, and that's how she comes to life. Because at one point we see a flashback, but Lenny's actually a dude, and so I'm confused, so I'm excited to rediscover that. So this episode, she died though, but I'm like, is she dead? And then David doesn't even question when he sees her after he died. When he's talking to her, he doesn't have a second thought about the fact he's talking to a dead person. So just a lot of really interesting things. I'm really ready to rediscover rewatching this season. But yeah, a couple of parts in this episode I particularly liked that just really I think kind of stuck out a little bit. There was this one dance scene in this one where it's happening in David's memory, it seems, slash it's a little bit of an imagination of his, and so I really liked that because I forgot that was part of the first episode, and that like really sticks out because they do that a lot in this series. Not a lot, but more than most shows. Give us these random dance sequences and song sequences, and I really love it. So I really enjoy that they give us one in this first episode, and kind of refreshing my memory by seeing it in this first episode. But I know there's some even better ones that come up. And then the escape at the end, I like how I remember watching this episode for the first time and just being like wowed at the end, because this is they just throw you right into this escape with all these different people with abilities. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to call these ones mutants or not, even though they exist in the X-Men universe in a sense. But yeah, just all of them using their abilities to help David escape, and I just really enjoyed it. Yes, some of the CGI is a little meh, but it's TV budget, so I'm always forgiving of that kind of stuff. But I really enjoy that escape at the end, just because it kind of gives you a glimpse into this is the world that David's in. There's people with abilities everywhere, so it's really interesting I really enjoyed kind of rediscovering that. But yeah, that's all my general thoughts. After I just watched this first episode, it is kind of hard to pick and choose what I want to talk about right away, because there's so many things that I gotta refresh my memory on from rewatching it. So I'm excited to get to rewatching the next episode, and yeah. So be sure to join me for the next episode, my next video when I talk about the next episode, and be sure to let me know in the comments below what you liked about the first episode of Legion, Chapter 1, what your favorite things, what got you hooked on the Legion show, if you are into Legion. If you're not, be sure to let me know what put you off Legion. But yeah, thanks again for joining me today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and have a good one.